Hello to all of the students. Today let us see a topic from Organic Chemistry Unit 3, Free Radicals. You know the free radicals that are the species that contain one or more unpaired electron in their outermost orbit. That means they have a tendency to make a bond with the another species with the help of sharing of electrons. Actually, free radicals are formed by homolytic fission. The homolytic fission, that means a cleavage or breaking of bond between the two atoms by sharing the bonded electrons equally. When the breaking of bond takes place, the bonding electrons, that means two electrons, are shared by both the atoms equally. That means one electron is shown on the head of the free radical. Let us see the types of radical reactions, that is free radical reactions. It has two types mainly, propagation and termination type of free radical reactions. Now free radical reactions have four types, in which first is abstraction of another atom or group. When alkyl free radical reacts with alkenes, that alkyl free radical abstract hydrogen from alkane to form another free radical. Addition to multiple bonds. Multiple bonds means the compound which contain double or triple bond. Carbon-carbon double or triple bond. Alkyl free radical reacts with the compounds having multiple bonds and it gets joined with carbon atom by sharing the electrons. Another is decomposition, in which beta cleavage takes place, in which if we consider RC double bond OO, the CO2 is given out and gives formation to free radical. Similarly, if we use butyl free radical, it gives rise to the formation of ethyl free radical with formation of ethylene. Another type is rearrangement free radical reaction. In such type of free radical reaction, the rearrangement of alkyl group takes place, in which the alkyl group from one of the carbon get migrated to the nearby or neighboring carbon atom to form free radical. The another type is termination reaction, in which have a tendency to form the stable products. In this type of free radical reaction, the free radicals, they may be similar or different. So similar or different free radicals combine with each other to form a stable product. Now let us see halogenation at an alkyl carbon. You are already familiar by the chlorination and bromination of alkanes. The chlorination and bromination that takes place in presence of sunlight. Therefore, on arrow H mu is written, or it takes place at 250 or 400 degrees Celsius at high temperature. When alkanes are chlorinated under this condition, it gives to the formation of alkyl chloride. But the reaction does not stop at this step, because in chlorination of the All the hydrogens of the alkane are replaceable and they are replaced by chlorine to form di and polychloro compounds. But in terms of bromine, the reaction is selective in comparison to chlorination. It is possible to brominate tertiary and benzylic positions selectively. That means in bromination the selectivity is observed. Such type of selectivity is not observed in chlorination. In the mechanism of halogenation of alkyl carbon, the first step is initiation step, in which dihalogen in presence of sunlight at high temperature of 250 to 400 degrees Celsius undergo homolytic fission to form two free radicals. That means both of the halogens get free and carry one electron. In propagation step, the alkane with halogen free radical undergo abstraction of hydrogen. That means free radical abstract hydrogen from alkane to form hydrogen halide and gives rise to the formation of alkyl free radical. The alkyl free radical further reacts with dihalogen to form alkyl halide and gives to the formation of one of the free radical. In the termination step, all the free radicals combine with each other. That I already told you that in termination step, all the free radicals that may be similar or different combine with each other to form the stable product like alkyl halide, dihalogen or alkanes. If we see the reactivity of halogens, fluorine is more reactive and it gives the violent reaction with alkanes. So fluorine is more reactive. After that, fluorine greater than Cl2, greater than Br2 and greater than I2. I2 gives very slow reaction and this reaction will be reversible also. After that, let us see free radical mechanism in an aromatic substrate. In thermal decomposition of diazonium salt, that diazonium salts means in which N double bond N, X means halogen. When they are bonded with aromatic ring, they are the diazonium salt. When such diazonium salts are decomposed in organic aromatic solvents, they give in the acylation of aromatic rings. The following mechanism we can see that such diazonium salts gives to the formation of aromatic free radical by evolution of N2 and removal of halogen free radical. Now aromatic free radical with benzene gives rise to the formation of biphenyl. If we consider the example of benzoyl peroxide, in which two groups PHC double bond O, that means the bond between both of the oxygen breaks down and two free radicals are formed. After that, after evolution of CO2, it gives rise to formation of phenyl free radical. The phenyl free radical combines with benzene, hydrogen is given out to form biphenyl. Now neighboring group assistance in free radical reactions. Now free radical reactions, they are accelerated by the presence of neighboring group. For the example is given here. In bromination of alkyl bromides, the substitution at the carbon adjacent to bromine already present in the molecule. This is surprising because position close to A negative inductive effect group such as bromine should actually be deactivated by its electron withdrawing effect. This unusual regioselectivity is explained by the following mechanism. In this mechanism, you can see that Br2 undergo homolytic fission to form bromine free radical. Both the bromine shared equal electron or bonding electron to form bromine free radical with one electron. The bromine free radical then with isoalkyl bromide form a bridge-like structure in which the bromine bonded with terminal carbon atom, it form a bridge-like structure with the neighboring carbon atom, and the bromine free radical get bonded with the lower hydrogen atom. After that bromine which is bonded with the hydrogen atom, it is given out as HBr. The next, after removal of HBr, the bridging structure you can see here, it combines with Br2, in which one of the bromine get bonded with the carbon atom from which HBr is given out to form dibromo compound, and one of the free radical Br is given out. From the upper mechanism, we can conclude that it proceeds with retention of configuration. This photolytic bromination of optically active 1-bromo-2-methyl butane gives 1,2-dibromo-2-methyl butane with retention of configuration.